Hey guys, Nicole from Grancocos Lives. I am here to do our new thread. I'm going to try to do this a couple of times a month. And it's called Grancocos 4 for 10 keto version. So it's serving or making a meal for 4 people for $10 or under. And it's really not as hard as people think. They think keto is very expensive, and it can be. And I'm not going to lie, I buy a lot of stuff that is keto that is probably pricey, and I'm not as frugal with it. But I am frugal in certain aspects of my life, so I kind of spend my money where I want it. And if there's something I want that's keto and it's expensive, I don't mind buying it. But I try to be frugal in other areas. So this is Grancocos keto, or Grancocos 4 for 10 keto, feeding a family of 4 for $10 or under. This is the first one. And I have a pretty good menu today. So let me show you what you're going to need, and then I'll tell you what to do. Okay, this is what you're going to need. A lime or a lemon, some Dijon, butter, herbs of your choice, green beans, and chicken thighs, bone in. Okay? So, for this 4 for $10 or under, I do not include salt, pepper, and oil and cooking spray. Those things are just considered staples that you use for pretty much anything. So the cost of the meal does not include that. And then also what I did is I actually did the research, and I, like for instance, for the lemon or the lime, I took how much I spent. Like I bought a bag of like 40 of these or something. No, probably not 40, but probably about 20 limes. So then I took how much they were per pound, divided it to get the cost of just one lime. I did the same with the mustard. So I took how many servings are in a bottle and divided the cost that I paid for the bottle. So I'm not going to, the total that I'm going to give you is the actual true total. So I'm not going to say, okay, this bottle of Dijon was $1.89, so you add $1.89, because you're not going to use the whole bottle. So you're going to use it for several other meals. And you can buy the cheap generic. It does not have to be expensive. Do what you do. Chicken thighs are cheap. I have a whole 5-pound bag that I buy at Costco of green beans. I'm actually going to do the recipe for 16 ounces, which is a full bag like from Walmart or whatever, or from your local grocery store. And I researched the cost. And, so just know that it's, I'm not going to include the cost for a whole box, container, pound thing of butter. It's for how much we need for the recipe. And then I divided it by the cost of how much I'm using, if that makes any sense. Okay, so salt, pepper, oil, that kind of thing does not count on our total. Okay, here we go. I forgot the main ingredient, garlic. We need to have a garlic for our chicken. So this is going to be garlic butter chicken and green beans. And the green beans are cooked in the same garlic butter sauce. So it's a garlic butter and green bean dish. Okay? Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to take 3 ounces of butter, okay, and put it in your, get your pan warm. I've just got it on medium, and you're going to melt your 3 ounces of butter in your pan. So let that go for a sec, melt up, get that going good. And I took what I paid for my butter and divided it by per stick, and then I went per ounce. And 3 ounces of butter is 40 cents. So this is 40 cents. Okay? So we're going to let that melt. While that melts, let me put this over here. We're going to cut open the chicken. Now for this whole package of chicken, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 thighs, I paid $4.20. Bone in. And that's really, literally, I eat chicken thighs a lot. So let's get this where you can see. Okay, so we're only going to use 4 chicken thighs. If you want leftovers, obviously you cook the whole pack. I'm just going to do the 4 to show you legit how it goes. Okay, so for 4 chicken thighs, we're going to season them with salt and pepper. And of course, if you have a big eater, it's going to cost a little bit more, but you get the gist. 4 Remember, I don't add salt and pepper to the mix. Okay, there we go. Let me grab my tongs. Okay, get that going. Perfect, it's just about melted. I'm gonna turn it up just a hair. Okay, so you have your butter in here. You're gonna add your chicken skin side down. And then you're gonna season the other side. Salt and pepper. Okay. So there's that. So now you have all this chicken for another meal. Or legit, what I would probably do is just cook up the whole thing, but I'm just trying to show you how it goes. So you're gonna let this cook up for probably a good 10 minutes. Let's season the other side, I forgot. Look at my old school Tupperware. Cool. Okay. So let that cook for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to get some other stuff ready. Chicken's still cooking. We're going to mix the other ingredients. So you're going to put in probably a good tablespoon. I'm not going to measure, just squirt it in. Of Dijon. Okay. And any herbs of your choice. I'm going to use some poultry seasoning. And this is stuff that you have in your house, usually. I don't mean poultry seasoning, I mean herbs. Thyme. Again, I have fresh herbs out in my herb garden, but it was raining and I don't want to go mess with that. And then here's some parsley. However much you want to use. Then we're going to use a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now a tablespoon. Let's do a tablespoon. We've already got salt and pepper on the chicken. So now we're going to zest our lime. And you can use lemon or orange, which means just get the, oh, let me take the sticker off. We'll have sticker in our food. Okay. Just get the lime zest in there. Just the green part. Alright. That's where all the good liminess is. Okay. And then let's cut open our lime. And juice that in here. The whole lime. You don't have one of these things for like $3 and they juice better than anything you can imagine. Look, all that juice comes out. Okay. That's it. Stir that up and we'll wait for our chicken to finish. It makes like a paste. Yep. Okay. Let's check the chicken. It's getting brown. Yep. But it's got about 6 more minutes or so, 5 more minutes. So let's let that go. Still cooking away. Oh, look, it's getting nice and golden. Okay, 2 more minutes. So I have a 5-pound bag of green beans, so I just took it out, measured to get to 16 ounces, because that's how much the normal size bag would be in the store. So 16 ounces. 16.01, close enough for government work. Okay, 16 ounces of green beans. Okay, then about 10 minutes, we're going to flip them over and finish cooking from the other side. At this point, if you wanted to, you could stick them in the oven. I'm just going to finish them right here. I have the oven on to keep them warm while we cook the rest of the stuff, but keep them here for a good 10 more minutes. Okay? Okay, so while the chicken finishes cooking, I'm going to show you a bonus recipe for a drink or a dessert. The recipe call is for butter chicken and green beans for your dinner. And then it was so cheap that I had enough money left over to make a dessert or a drink or something. So that brings it up closer to $10. I'm going to show you how to do it. You don't have to do it, but you know, I'm going to show you just to have another recipe in your repertoire. So what you're going to need is, you're going to need some peanut butter powder, coconut milk, liquid stevia, and cocoa powder. And that is it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a tablespoon of the peanut butter powder. Never been my favorite, but I'm giving it another go. I'm going to try it again. So a tablespoon, I've used 2 of these because it's only a half a tablespoon. A tablespoon of coconut or cocoa powder. 8 ounces of coconut milk. Okay. And however sweet you want it. I did 5 squirts of stevia. You can use powdered stevia, just don't use the granular because it doesn't blend up very well. It'd still be, you know, granular tasting. And then, let me plug my Ninja in here. I thought it was plugged in. Okay. Blend it up. So this is more of a thinner milkshake or like a chocolate milk dessert or drink. If you want to add ice, just don't add too much or it'll get like very icy and not smooth like ice cream. There you go, bonus dessert or drink. Okay, so you got your brown butter here with all your seasonings in it. And you're going to add your green beans, which I already weighed. And then your lime, garlic, zest, herbs, all of that goes in right now. All right. That's it. You're going to saute your beans in your brown butter until they're nice and cooked. Give it about, I don't know, a good, mine were still partially frozen, so probably a good 7-8 minutes that we'll cook these. So remember, that dark brown butter is not burnt. It's just browned butter. It's all the milk solids have released and it's deliciousness. Okay, so I'm going to let this cook a good, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 minutes. Okay, the green beans are just about done. You see how that delicious sauce in the bottom that it created from the butter and the herbs and the garlic powder and the lime and the zest, and it's yum. I did add some salt and pepper to the green beans too. I just have these and leave the chicken in the oven, keeping warm. Stick it in here, and we're going to turn it around in this lovely sauce in a minute. Get it coated, and it's pretty much done. So video time, it took a little bit longer than it does if you're just knocking it out and not having to stop and stuff. So this is probably a good 30 to 45 minute dinner. Okay, let's get it plated up and taste it. Okay, so remember this is going to feed 4, so kind of you have your quadrants here. So get your green beans. It's quite a bit too. Okay. Get chicken on there. And it's taking too much. There we go. And then you still have all that food left. Okay? All right, there's our serving of our first 4 for $10 meal. That's keto. It is 4 servings for $10 or under. So we have our butter, garlic, lemon, and lime. Sorry, I keep saying lemon. Butter, garlic, lime, chicken, and green beans with a bonus chocolate milk. Yep. And I will go over how much everything costs here in just a second. I just wanted to show it to you. Isn't that nice? And it's a good serving. This is a big bowl. It's a Mexican serving bowl. So, all right. Cruz is going to taste test it for us.
What am I tasting?
So it's the chocolate milk, the keto chocolate milk, and it's garlic butter with lime, green beans, and chicken.
Okay. Let's try the green beans first.
I already tried those.
No, that's good.
It's limey.
Mm-hmm. What else is in there?
Garlic, herbs, lime, and a brown butter sauce.
That's good. I don't think it tastes too limey.
No, I don't think it tastes too limey. I'm just saying you taste the lime.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. No, it's good. This is chicken.
Yeah, it's the same kind.
The same.
Uh-huh.
That's good too.
Yeah, and Cruz isn't a big chicken fan.
Yeah, that's tasty.
Okay, now Cruz likes the Promise thick sugar-laden chocolate milk from Costco, so he's probably not going to like our chocolate milk, but it's good.
That's good. It's not Promised Land, but you know, it's all right. That's it's almost Ovaltine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
Delish. Okay, so now to figure out how much it costs. I have it all broke down on my paper here, so and remember, it's just for the amounts we used. So we used 3 ounces of butter, which was 40 cents. The herbs was kind of hard to break down because I already had it here and I haven't bought dried herbs in ages, so I kind of Googled it and figured it that way. It came to 19 cents for the herbs. The garlic powder came to 8 cents. The Dijon mustard came to 0.057, so 6 cents. The lemon, I had lemon in my recipe and I didn't have any, so that's why I keep saying lemon. The lime, I have it written down as 52 cents and I actually think it was 47 cents, but we're going to go with 52 because that's what I wrote down when I initially planned on using lemons. Because I had bought lemons, but we used them for something else. So anyway, 52 cents. The green beans, I had a 5-pound package. I measured mine to 16 ounces and then looked up how much 16 ounces of the green beans in the package at Walmart cost, and it was $2.32. And then the chicken was $4.27 for the entire pack. I divided a pack in half, came to $2.13. So we have the butter, the herbs, the garlic powder, the Dijon, the lemon, the green beans, and the chicken. That total comes to $5.70 for the meal. Not bad, but what? We did good. So, cheap for 4 people. Then we did the bonus of the chocolate milk, or it's more like a chocolate milk, it's not really a shake, but for that we used coconut milk, and for per serving it was 35 cents. For the cocoa powder would be 0.076, so 8 cents. The stevia drops 0.0625, so 7 cents or 6 cents, rounding it down. And the peanut butter powder was 35 cents. So if you add that up, it comes to 83 cents per person per serving. So for a family of 4, it would be $3.32. So if you add that $3.32 for the chocolate milk to our $5.70 for the food, it comes to $9. What did I come up with? And 2 cents. So we still stayed under. So $9.02 for the drink included, $5.70 if you just add the food. That is not bad at all. for 4 people. Now, again, there's no leftovers. You're feeding just 4 people, the basics amount, but I'm just trying to show that there's cheap recipes that you can do that are really good. And Cruz really liked it. He said off camera, he wasn't just saying it for the camera. He's not a big chicken person. He said it had great flavor. He likes citrus too, though, and garlic. So he liked the lime. The only other thing he did say was that the milk for him was not sweet enough. I thought it was fine. He said it wasn't sweet enough, so add more sweetener. That's what I told him. If you want sweetener, add more sweetener. But I thought it was fine. If you like stuff really super sweet, you could add more sweetener. And then the other thing you could have done is, I'm sure we had enough to do, is top it with some sugar-free whipped cream. There you go. Grancocos first, 4 for $10. Keto meals, 4 meals for $10 or less. Have a good day. Give it a try.